The first 30 days of 2026 will determine your entire year, not in a motivational, feel-good way, in a real, practical, this is how momentum works way. What you do in January sets the trajectory for the next 365 days. The habits you build, the systems you create, the mindset you establish, all of it compounds from here. Most people waste January. They set vague resolutions, try to change everything at once, burn out by week 3, and spend February through December playing catch-up with a year that got away from them. You're not doing that. You're using the first 30 days strategically. You're building the right foundation in the right order. And by February 1st, you'll have momentum that carries you through the entire year. In this video, I'm giving you the complete first 30 days plan for 2026. Week by week, day by day, exactly what to focus on and when. This isn't theory. This is the system. Let's begin. So why do the first 30 days matter so much? Let me explain the science of momentum and why January is your leverage point. First, there's neural pathway formation. When you repeat a behavior consistently for 21 to 30 days, you're creating new neural pathways in your brain. You're literally rewiring yourself at a neurological level. But here's the key. Those pathways are most receptive to formation at the beginning of a new cycle, when you're starting fresh. When your brain is expecting change, that's January, that's now. And if you use this window intentionally, the habits stick. Second, there's behavioral momentum. In physics, momentum is mass times velocity. In behavior change, momentum is consistency times time. The longer you maintain a behavior, the easier it becomes to continue. But momentum works both ways. Positive momentum builds, negative momentum builds. If you start January strong, that momentum carries forward. If you start January scattered, that scatters your entire year. Third, there's psychological priming. How you start something determines how you think about it. If January feels chaotic and overwhelming, you'll approach the rest of 2026 with anxiety. If January feels structured and successful, you'll approach the year with confidence. You're programming your subconscious in these first 30 days. You're teaching yourself what this year will be. Make it good. Make it intentional. Make it strategic. And fourth, there's compound effect. Small actions repeated daily create massive results over time. But the earlier you start, the more time those actions have to compound. Starting a habit on January 1st versus February 1st doesn't just give you one extra month, it gives you 12 months of compounding versus 11. And the difference is exponential. This is why the first 30 days aren't just important, they're critical. They're your leverage point for the entire year. Now let's talk about the mistake people make, because if you don't know what not to do, you'll waste this window just like everyone else. Here's what typically happens. January 1st arrives. People are motivated, energized, ready for change, and they try to transform everything at once. New workout routine, new diet, new morning routine, new evening routine, meditation, journaling, side hustle, reading, networking, learning a language. All of it, starting today. And for a week, maybe 2 weeks, they push through on pure willpower. They force themselves through routines they hate because they think transformation requires suffering. Then, willpower runs out, motivation fades, life gets busy, and by week 3, they're exhausted, burned out, back to old patterns, feeling like they failed. Again, this isn't your fault, this is bad strategy. You can't change everything at once. Your nervous system can't handle it. Your brain resists that much change, and willpower is a finite resource. The first 30 days aren't about doing everything. They're about doing the right things in the right order, building one layer at a time, creating sustainable momentum instead of unsustainable intensity. So here's the strategy. 4 weeks, 4 focus areas, 1 week at a time. Let me break it down. Week 1 is January 1st through 7th. This week is about reset and clear. Foundation work. You're not building new yet. You're clearing space for new. This is the week most people skip. They want to jump straight to building, but you can't build on a cluttered foundation. So week 1 is clearing, physical, mental, emotional, energetic. Here's what you do. Day 1 through 3, physical clearing. Declutter your space, your bedroom, your car, your workspace. Donate, throw away, organize, create visual calm. This isn't about perfection. It's about removing friction. When your environment is cluttered, your mind is cluttered. Clear the space. Make it easy to focus. Day 4 through 5, mental clearing. Brain dump everything on your mind. Unfinished projects, worries, ideas, to-dos. Get it all out of your head and onto paper. Then categorize. What actually needs action? What can be deleted? What can be delegated? What can wait? This creates mental space. You're not carrying everything in your head anymore. Day 6 through 7, emotional and energetic clearing. Journal on this. What am I still carrying from 2025 that I need to release? Write it out. Then burn it or throw it away. Physical release of emotional weight. By the end of week 1, you should feel lighter, clearer. Your space is organized. Your mind is calm. Your energy is clean. Now you're ready to build. Week 2 is January 8th through 14th. This is momentum week. You're starting to build, but small. Sustainable, strategic. This is where most people go wrong. They try to add 10 new habits. Don't do that. Week 2 is about 3 foundational habits, only 3, but you do them every single day. Habit 1, morning anchor. This is one simple thing you do every morning to start your day intentionally. Not a whole routine. One thing. It could be 5 minutes of meditation, or journaling, or movement, or hydration. Pick one. Do it every day for 7 days. This creates an anchor, a signal to your brain that says we're starting the day with intention, and that sets the tone for everything else. Habit 2, midday reset. This is one practice in the middle of your day to reset your nervous system. 5 minutes of breath work, a walk outside, stretching, something that breaks the stress cycle before it builds. Most people go from morning stress to evening exhaustion without a reset. This one practice changes that. It gives you 2 good halves of a day instead of one exhausting blur. Habit 3, evening reflection. This is 5 minutes before bed to process the day. What went well? What did you learn? What are you grateful for? Write 3 things. That's it. This closes the loop. It tells your brain the day is complete, and it primes your subconscious to notice positive things tomorrow. 3 habits. Morning anchor, midday reset, evening reflection, 7 days straight. By the end of week 2, these habits feel natural, and you have momentum. Week 3 is January 15th through 21st. This is rhythm week. You're establishing sustainable systems, routines that support your life instead of disrupting it. Now you can add more, but not randomly, strategically, based on your 3 core areas. I recommend focusing on energy, time, and mental management. For energy management, ask, what does my body actually need? Not what fitness influencers say. What does your body need? Maybe it's more sleep. Maybe it's better food. Maybe it's movement. Pick one energy upgrade. Implement it this week. For time management, ask, where is my time actually going? Track your time for 2 days. Honest tracking. Then look for leaks. Where are you wasting hours without realizing it? Social media, meetings, indecision? Pick one leak. Plug it this week. For mental management, ask, what thought patterns are running on autopilot? Notice your default thoughts. Are they helpful, or are they keeping you stuck? Pick one thought pattern to consciously reframe. Every time it comes up, replace it with a better thought. By the end of week 3, you have rhythm, morning anchor, midday reset, evening reflection, energy upgrade, time management, mental reframe. You're operating from a completely different baseline than January 1st, and it feels sustainable, not forced. Week 4 is January 22nd through 31st. This is lock-in week. You're making everything you built permanent, and you're setting up February and beyond. First, you review. Look back at the last 3 weeks. What worked? What felt good? What didn't stick? Be honest. This isn't about perfection. It's about learning. Keep what worked. Adjust what didn't. Let go of what doesn't fit. You're refining your system to match your actual life, not some ideal version. Second, you plan February. Not the whole year, just February. What are the 3 main things you want to accomplish next month? Not 10. 3. Write them down. Block time for them. Make them visible. Third, you create maintenance mode. Ask yourself, how do I sustain this without thinking about it? Your January habits should be automatic by now, but to keep them that way, you need systems. Put your morning anchor in the same place every day. Set a timer for your midday reset. Keep your journal by your bed for evening reflection. Make it so easy you can't not do it. By the end of week 4, by January 31st, you've built a foundation that will carry you through the year. You're not relying on motivation. You're relying on systems, and systems work when motivation doesn't. Now let's talk about what happens after the first 30 days, because this is where most people think the work is done. It's not. It's just beginning. But now you have what you need to sustain it. February 1st, you're not starting from scratch. You're building from momentum. You have established habits, clear systems, proven rhythms, and that makes everything easier. The goals you set in February will be informed by the clarity you built in January. The actions you take will be supported by the foundation you created. The challenges you face will be met with the nervous system regulation you practiced. This is compound effect in action. Every day in January wasn't just about that day. It was about setting up the next 365 days to flow instead of force. And here's the beautiful part. By March, people will ask what you're doing differently. By June, you won't even recognize the person you were in December. By December, you'll look back at 2026 as the year everything changed. Not because of one big moment, but because of 30 intentional days in January. Let's bring this home. The first 30 days of 2026 are not about doing everything. They're about doing the right things in the right order. Week 1, clear. Week 2, build momentum. Week 3, establish rhythm. Week 4, lock in and launch. By February 1st, you'll have a foundation that most people never build, and that foundation will carry you through the entire year. Don't waste January. Don't try to change everything at once. Don't burn out by week 3. Use this plan week by week, day by day. Build intentionally. If you're starting this 30-day plan, comment day 1 below. Let me know when you begin. Let's make January count. Let's make 2026 the year you actually follow through. And if you want more strategic planning content like this, subscribe to this channel. We're building systems that work, not motivation that fades. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking your first 30 days seriously. Your year starts now.